Hey there investors, welcome back to a new video. Here we are again. This time we are looking at Sprt, which is of course support.com. Today has been a really wonderful day for support stock. We can see support is up by about 17% now, which is fantastic. Again, we have some pretty decent news to report on, and obviously we're going to be doing a technical analysis on top of that. If you guys do enjoy daily technical analysis and updates on Sprt, drop me a comment, share this video wherever you can, whether it be on social media or with your friends and family, wherever that may be. Make sure this gets to as many people as possible if you could. It would be massively appreciated. Of course, if you could also subscribe, that would be massively appreciated. It's free to do and it costs nothing, as I mentioned, so yeah, please do that. But do remember, this is not financial advice, it's just my personal opinion. But now we are going to jump into the video. So where I'm going to start us off tonight is over on Ortex on Twitter, because we do have an update from 7 hours ago which came out on their Twitter page. Now we can see Sprt short interest level is estimated to be about 82.01% of free float. Now this is a new record for Sprt. We can see that the utilization is at 95.92%. Really high numbers that we are seeing here. Obviously Sprt at the time was up by 3% in pre-market, but that's not what we're focusing on here. We are focusing on these numbers. Now these numbers are obviously only estimated, however they are extremely high. So people who are saying things that the shorts have covered, and I have heard that as a FUD tactic, it's clearly not true according to Ortex. The numbers are phenomenally high, and this really is primed to see potential, short squeeze in the future if the interest does remain there. We definitely could see the share price go higher, in my personal opinion, and as I did mention, I am not a financial advisor. And obviously we are seeing good news today, which is going to get a lot of people hyped up about Sprt, and we're going to start this one here on the more simple charts. So as I mentioned, we are seeing very high short interest figures, which is good for the longs, as it shows that shorts are probably in a lot of trouble. And we have seen a really bullish day today, as Sprt finished up today exactly 20%, which is fantastic. And even in the post hours it is climbing by a nice amount, which is good to see. But let's have a look at how this actually unfolded today, because I think this is what's going to get a lot of people hyped and what is potentially going to get that FOMO into the market. So here we are on the Yahoo Finance more simple charts, and you can see how things have moved. The morning from about 9:35 up until this point here at about 3:17, 3:18 was absolutely boring. Nothing really took place. It was just a standard day, not really anything happening at all, and the share price was pretty flat in the $19 range, perhaps hitting 20 at the highs and maybe a bit lower at the lows. Nothing really happened. But what we saw to the end of day, in the last hour or so, we saw this massive takeoff. We had this initial spike up which brought us past the $20 mark, which wasn't really unforeseen. We had seen that here in the morning and also here, so that wasn't really unforeseen. But then what we had a few moments after that, at about 3:32, was a stronger rally, and a stronger rally, and a stronger and stronger, until we pushed all the way up to 23.16 at the end of day. Now this is good because yes, we are seeing Sprt fall in the past 5 days, but ultimately it looks like we are finding a bit of a support now. We hit lows at the $17.82 mark, and now we appear to be climbing back up, which is good. But again, specifically focusing on today, this definitely could possibly add some FOMO into the market tomorrow, in my opinion, as we have seen a lot of this occur at the very end of day. It's happened very quickly, so it's a big spike upwards, and this will get a lot of people thinking for sure. It definitely could get a lot of people thinking about potentially buying this stock into tomorrow's session, so it could be something which we could anticipate after this big move today. I definitely could possibly see some people wanting to buy into this stock. So obviously that is a best case scenario. Now let's have a look at the technical side and obviously give some more of my thoughts and opinions when it comes to tomorrow and what we could see for that. So for this one, we're going to start off by looking at the moving average on the 1 day. This is lagging way behind at $20.70. Again, that's just because we took off massively at the end of day. It is going to be lagging behind as it does track the whole day. We are seeing the RSI figure at 90 now. 90, extremely high. 50 is neutral. 80 is oversold. Overbought. So 80 is overbought, 90 is coming close to 100, and 100 is the max, I do believe. So 90 is extremely high. We can see this is obviously due to this big spike that we have seen in the end of day. So I would expect that to cool down tomorrow. Not really anything to be too concerned about at the minute, as this is only the 1 day chart, but inevitably it is going to be quite high. Now sometimes it is, not necessarily the best thing to do to follow the indicators when we look to these these squeeze stocks, as they are inevitably going to take off massively at some points, and it's not necessarily a bad thing as some of the indicators may show when it comes to things like being overbought, but that's just the figures that we are seeing down here on the RSI. Now the MACD figure down here is obviously going to be very bullish as well. You can see that has just taken off through the sky at the end of session with that big rise. Now the more clear data, in my opinion, does come into this one on the 5-day chart, as we can see a more rounded picture. Now we are seeing that moving average figure down here fall and fall and fall again up until those lows, and then we saw a slow and steady consolidation period upwards by a small amount, which I would say did end about $20.16, so I would agree with that, and that is the moving average figure down here as well. And then we saw, like I said, that big explosive takeoff at the end of day. Now subsequently, because of this, we can see the RSI figure is moving up as well. This is hitting 87 on the 5-day, so it is quite high up there as well, and the MACD trend has absolutely exploded as well, as you would expect. So like I said, really big things that we are seeing today. The past week has been quite brutal for this stock, but realistically coming into the mid part of last week, we did see some alright things in my opinion. So from Friday into Tuesday, I think that we did see a really okay drop. It wasn't really too much, and then of course from Tuesday into Wednesday we saw a bit of consolidation with actually a small amount of growth in there. So I think yes, we could potentially be back on the growth right now. I think ultimately we have found a level of support where we are comfortable. Again, the lows that we did see were in the $17 range, the high 17s like that. So I'm very comfortable with that potentially being our next low if we do drop any lower. But again, going forwards into tomorrow, it is going to be hard to predict, as with this big increase in price does come a lot more volatility. But I think ultimately we could be looking at more people thinking about buying this stock, and I think subsequently we could be seeing more and more people actually going in to buy this stock tomorrow, and that could see an increase in price in my humble opinion. Tell me yours down below. I do want to hear all your opinions. Again, if you do like this video, if you do show it some love, I will make another one for you guys hopefully tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all soon, guys. Goodbye. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further, we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks, including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes, and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching. See you soon.